Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. Giants taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
We're not even a quarter way into the season. He's already off to a pretty nice start. NFC Offensive Player of the Week in last week's game.
Yeah, week 2, he was electric. See what week 3 has in store. First down. Here's Burrow. Able to get this to Gordon. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On third down, Burrow. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3-and-out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Hunter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on fourth down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. And past the 40.
Good job, guys. Good return.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So here are the Bucs now to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
On the carry.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Warner from the gun. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, Moreland. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
Good job, good job.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And that's why you spend a 1st-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Go, go, go. Good
He's going
run.
to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, they put it all together on that one. Good vision, good blocking. A toss play to the left. How do you toss it?
Yeah, a toss is the underhand kind of egg toss. The pitch is kind of if you're running the option, you pitch it end over end, correct?
Yeah, I agree
you're
totally.
The guy.
I agree totally. And in the NFL, we'll see a lot more tosses than pitches because if you're pitching it, you might lose your quarterback.
Absolutely. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's got it. And the Buccaneers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shot.
And
good job.
In. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. 25-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. It's a gain of 9. The numbers for him from a week ago. 5 catches, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley.
Good job. Good job.
Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Boy,
good job, guys.
Chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
It'll be Warner on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
Good catch, guy.
7 yards on the play,
big guy.
and it'll be 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, It's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On third down, Moreland. And he's into the
Good job, guys.
zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And he puts it through. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants going to take over again on offense. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley.
Damn it.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Fisher. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44.
It's a gain of
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
44-yard line.
Play action. It's Burrow.
And
And his throw here's incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And it's 3rd and short.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fisher. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30.
What was that, guy?
For 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Burrow on play action. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
You can almost hear the siren coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley.
Good job, guys.
To break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's got it.
Come on, guys. What was that?
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes, because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Point after here coming up.
For the extra point.
And that one makes it 14-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's found the end zone twice. And now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some pops here in the booth. You know that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down as they get it.
I didn't know we were on our 38. I didn't look at that right. I wouldn't look at that.
It'll be a gain of 4.
All right, good job.
And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43. Going to give this time to the tailback. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, Warner. That's caught by Howard. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
First down. Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll run on first down. Moreland. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Warner. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in.
Good job.
Take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. A 10-play drive that time.
My God,
and it's
good
all
job.
finished
Something
off
here.
with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Hold him. Put it back.
Holding offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll get an
All right, guys, come on, guys, stop him right here.
MetLife Stadium. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
Good defense, guys.
That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 36. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, Moreland. And they'll get him down as he's inside
the
40. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, Warner.
No.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's
No.
intercepted.
That was not the right throw. God damn it, Warner.
10, and he will bring it back.
That's not where I
It's
want
a
to throw that
pick
ball.
six and a Giants touchdown.
That's not where I want to throw that ball.
Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws
You gonna
come.
run
Those
all that
eyes
back.
get
That's
real
some
wide, don't
bullshit.
they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting.
Now I want to throw
and then
that
the
ball.
ability
That
to
guy's
catch the
standing right
football
there.
and take it in the opposite direction.
That was just dumb.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's into the clear.
Go, 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 go.
10,
Way to get it back.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown.
A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Extra point forthcoming. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. Now Burrow on first down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On the run, it's Barkley. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Barkley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd down, House. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down to about the 40. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he will have the Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They will throw on first down with Burrow.
Oh, missed him.
To Barkley on the
God
check
damn
down.
it.
And he gets it down to the 32.
Come on, that was a big sack.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And Burrow going to throw again. Open man is Gordon, complete. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5.
What was that?
And the Giants are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets them up 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal and a golden second chance to get a score back here before halftime. Looking left side, and he's got a man.
He down in the end zone. Oh, come on.
For a giant touchdown.
Oh, guys, what was that?
From 4 yards out. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground.
There you go. Goodbye. There you go, baby. That's that rookie. Good job. Way to get the touchdown bag. Good job.
A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown.
That rookie, baby.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive.
Hitting talent,
back
baby.
in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right
Look
there.
at this confidence
The
sky high.
to help their offense, not give
I'm
up
talking
another
about.
touchdown.
And his kick is right through. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here.
Right.
They'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, where you see the final score there. 31-14, the final. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. 16-10, the final. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. 34-27 the final as they win by a touchdown. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll run on first down. Moreland, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, here's Warner. He's going to let this one go deep. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively, you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good job.
Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
On first down, Moreland. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Moreland, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, Warner. And that
come on, how that guy break that quick?
Knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down now, Moreland. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Drag up.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
38, Giants 21.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Their own 25-yard line.
And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And what can they do to better account for him? Because they haven't accounted for him well so far as we see here on your screen.
They may have to drop coverages they haven't run so far. They have to create something on the fly because he's beaten everything. And when you watch this game unfold, you keep thinking to yourself, is it 2 men, 3 men, maybe even a 4th guy may have to go and account for him. But right now, he's shredding the defense.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, over 100 yards. Barkley
Good
on
tackle,
first
guys.
down, running into a wall as he stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
Pick though. Oh.
Can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
Sets up 4th.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
It's taken to the 26. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
What do we kick over?
Back now comes Tampa Bay. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Warner.
Oh, come on.
It's intercepted.
That's some bullshit.
Picked off near the 29.
He wasn't even looking. Wow.
The 29-yard
Ain't no linebackers that good.
Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Warner, what's up with you this year, man?
To take over. These guys had
you haven't threw no touchdowns this year.
That's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Catch made by Slayton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Burrow looking to pass. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a toss right to Barkley. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Second and 11 now. Again, it's Barkley. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow.
Big goal.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and he is all the way up past the 25.
By the Buccaneers.
Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They'll run on 1st down. Moreland. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. Moreland, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30.
Warner from the gun. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
I think someone's going to get into QB1 too when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the 2nd person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, 2nd drive, not much better.
Number 81.
A big pick up there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 43. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. This is Whitaker. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
To throw on 2nd down, Warner firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On 1st down, Whitaker. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Moreland. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. And he's got it.
Good job.
Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. From 13 yards out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
To try here for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs.
21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The New York set to take the field. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. That's Fisher. Burrow, that one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's second and inches at the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 7 yards there and a first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again, Burrow. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Peterson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough. They'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
It's not cool about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Giants on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Come on, guys.
Touchdown, Giants!
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Again, it's Burrow. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
That keeps the score Buccaneers 45.
So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run on first down. Moreland, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Moreland. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Hey, we won't do what we do.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Moreland, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Second and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A play fake. Now Warner. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
That menu dip.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow able to get this to Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
All day, dog. Mike, check, 59.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow.
Oh,
And his throw is is incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
And he's got Rodgers. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Got Gordon open, completes it. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
First down, here's Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Burrow. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
A loss on the play brings up third down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now this likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Now it's Burrow. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the
2 minutes.
34.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Moreland, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Do it, guys.
They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll indeed take a knee.
It's the ball game, guys.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Buccaneers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next.
Show me something. How do you not have Captain Morgan out there? 2 defensive lapses. That's why they scored. You never get a freaking first down on the 3rd and 17. When you had, he was right there. That's why it's not a cross either. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Come on, man. Stay on the sideline. Okay. Come on, Malari, man. Come on, dude. What's wrong? This guy's... Oh,
I guess, good job.